you actually click on this video, that means you are actually expecting some practical, straight to the point guide on how you can actually be consistent at doing positive things like exercising, studying, meditating, practicing your art, and lots of more. Well, if that's the case, well, you've come to the right place. Hi, I'm Laksana, just an average person trying to be consistent. Currently have a more than 175 days straight morning push-up streak, fully documented on my Instagram. You can just check it out. And I want to be the best at helping people build consistency. That's why I rehearse consistently on my live stream. And hey, I want to say thank you. Thank you for actually caring about your life. Because if you actually want to change your life to the better through implementing some positive things consistently, I actually really do appreciate that. So there won't be much editing applied to this video, but I hope you are going to be the serious one, the top 10% that actually stick till the end of this video. And hey, this is May 10th, 2025, and this is going to be day 306 of consistently helping people build consistency. When we are talking about being consistent at doing something, we need a plan. Okay? Notice the problem of most people. They say they want to be consistent at exercising, consistent at studying, but they don't really have any plan at all. They only say that, oh yeah, I'm going to be exercising consistently. I'm going to be studying consistently. This is really unclear. At least you need to have a really clear, really clear grasp of what is the thing that you are going to be doing. Okay? I mean, here's the thing. How can you even be consistent at doing something if you do not really know what is the thing that you wanted to be consistent at? Okay? So basically, there are two ways, that we can make this plan really clear. Okay, there's these two concepts. Okay, you can pick one. I'm going to be explaining both. The first concept is called the concept of a bare minimum, and the second concept is the concept of maximum limit. First thing first, I'm going to be talking about the concept of bare minimum. I'm pretty sure my old viewers have already listened about, already hear this concept of a bare minimum lots of time from my old videos. You know, like, this concept is not originally mine. Actually, I also like gain it from the internet. But here's the thing. What is a bare minimum? A bare minimum is basically you just setting on a minimum target of how much is considered as enough on a day-to-day basis. Okay? So for example, the bare minimum of studying is 10 minutes of reading a book. You can do 15, you can do 20, you can do 30 minutes, you can do 1 hour, but the bare minimum is 10 minutes. So why this concept of a bare minimum is really effective? Here's the thing. We humans, we have different schedules, different energy level, We should not only compare our how many works I have worked. We cannot just compare it to our yesterday self, because yesterday we got different schedule, different energy level, different business, and so on and so on. Maybe yes, we can study for 5 hours yesterday, but yesterday is a Sunday. We got lots of time, lots of energy. We do not have to go to the school. And comparatively today, maybe we can only do like 3 hours of self-studying, because hey, today is a Monday. And most people, they tend to just compare their how many hours they have put in to their yesterday self. And this is problematic, because here's the thing. It can makes you feel some sense of self-doubt. You are going to be thinking like, oh, you know what? Yesterday I did 5 hours, today only 3 hours. You know what? I'm decreasing. I'm not really serious doing this thing. I'm just going to keep on decreasing every single day. I'm not going to be doing this thing consistently. I doubt my own commitment. I doubt my own consistency. There's no point in continuing. Not going to be doing this anymore. Basically, when there's just basically no clear bare minimum, we cannot have this really clear sense of how much doing something is enough doing something. So my point here is to basically stop comparing yourself to yourself in an unfair manner. You need to have a clear daily bare minimum, because precisely again, you have different time, different energy, different schedule, and so on and so on. Should not just compare you to your yesterday self. we need to have a clear bare minimum. So for example, okay, the bare minimum is 10 minutes every single day. Yesterday I did 20, today I did 10. That's still okay. Okay, I still managed to do the thing that I said I'm going to be doing. Okay, even though it might not be as much as yesterday, but I still do the personal goal that I say that I'm going to be doing. And hey, I can still increase the bare minimum progressively once I get adapted. Maybe on week 1 I got like 10 minutes every single day. On week 2 I got to 15 minutes every single day. I can always progressively increase. Even better. Okay, I increase when I already feel that I'm feeling adapted to it. And when we create a clear daily bare minimum like this, we can precisely know how much doing something is enough. And this is precisely going to give us some sense of confidence, some sense of achievement, feeling of fulfillment, right? I said I'm going to be doing 10 minutes of reading a book. I actually did the 10 minutes of reading the book. Well, I did the thing that I said that I'm going to be doing. Okay. This is something that you cannot achieve if you only have some really general goal like studying. How much studying is enough studying? Okay. And also, once we've got to day 7, day 14, it's going to give us some confidence. Okay. Not only that I can actually fulfill my own words, my own personal target, I can actually do it for the past 14 days. Okay. And guess what? I'm also going to be doing it on day 15, on day 16, on day 17, and so on and so on. Basically, it builds the confidence that, hey, you can actually do it. So, the concept of a bare minimum is one way how you can actually stay consistent. The second way is to basically create a maximum limit. Okay, maximum limit. So, this is pretty, what do you say? Countering the bare minimum approach. So instead of setting on a clear bare minimum target, daily minimum target, we are going to be creating a daily maximum quota of how much we can actually do something. We limit ourselves, okay? This is pretty, I don't know, maybe like this is a pretty new concept, okay? Oh yeah, for example, I can only do 20 minutes of self-studying today. Okay, we only limit ourselves to self-studying for 20 minutes every single day. Calm down. We can always progressively increase the daily maximum quota. But for now, let's just go with 20 minutes. We cannot self-study more than 20 minutes every single day. That's the rule. Okay, basically this is pretty countering the bare minimum approach. This is the maximum limit approach. So I'm going to be explaining why this is effective. Basically, why this is effective is basically paradigm shift, perspective shift. We are changing the mindset. Okay. So okay, there are definitely pros and cons to each approach. I'm not saying that, like this approach is better, that approach is better. People are different. Just go with the approach that you think that are going to, be the best for you. Okay. So when we are, creating this bare minimum target, okay, it kind of might our brain think like, oh, you know what, I must do 10 minutes of studying. I must do, 20 minutes of studying on a day-to-day basis. It feels like we are telling our brain to do something. We are telling ourselves to do something. Okay, we are telling to our brain, hey, you know what, you need to do this 20 minutes every single day. And sometimes our brain just doesn't really like it. Okay, it kind of feel like, you know what, I don't know, I don't want to do it. Okay, because I do not want people to tell me what to do, even if that particular somebody is myself. I do not want to do the thing that he said me to do. Okay, I do not want to he told me to do. Okay, I do not want to study for 20 minutes. Okay, so our brains kind of like be a rebel against its own, its own command to study 20 minutes every single day. And then it's kind of like just be lazy. Oh, you know what? I don't want to do my thing. I just want to scroll TikTok for hours and hours and hours every single day. So comparatively, when we create the maximum quota approach, okay, maximum limit approach, it's not that we tell ourselves that, hey, you must do this, but we are telling ourselves that, hey, you know what? You can do this. You get to do it. You get to do this. It makes us feel like, hey, studying for 20 minutes is a gift that you can only do for 20 minutes every single day. Self-studying, okay? Self-studying is a gift that you can do for 20 minutes every single day. Please make the best out of it, okay? Hey, you know what? This is a privilege. Instead of an obligation, studying is a privilege. Okay, we are making ourselves think like, you know what? Yeah, actually, studying is a privilege. Exercising is also a privilege. Because here's the thing. Um, I want to put this in the most respectful way, but notice that not everyone in this world can actually exercise because of some reasons. Maybe they are, sick. Maybe they need to work so much to feed their family, and so on and so on. And basically, they really want, okay, they really want to exercise, they really want to study, but they just cannot because of their conditions, okay? I wish everyone can exercise, I wish everyone can study, but the reality, not everyone can exercise because of some certain condition. And basically, when you realize this, okay, you became grateful. Okay, wow, you know what? Actually, studying is a privilege. Actually, exercising is a privilege. Okay, there are literally millions of people wanting to exercise. There are actually millions of people wanting to study, but they just cannot. Okay, again, I'm trying to put this in the most respectful way. I wish also like everyone can actually be healthy, everyone can exercise, everyone can study. But again, when you just realize that, hey, not everyone can actually do this, you realize that it is a privilege. Okay, you became grateful, and you know what? You know what? I can study for 20 minutes a day. I can exercise for 20 minutes a day. I better make the most of it. Okay, just like when maybe like your parents create a rule that you can only play video game for 1 hour every single day. Well, you make the best out of it. You try to have the most fun. Okay, because you know that it's limited. Okay, it's limited. You want to make the best out of it. The same thing applies to exercising, studying with this maximum limit concept. So that's how you actually be consistent at doing something. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And also join our Discord. You can support my long form videos format on Gumroad by buying me coffee. Would really be meaningful for me. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, for today's date authenticity post, today's May 10th, 2025, and memes are posted that you are not getting replaced by AI post last 24 hours GMT +7. But this video might be uploaded like 1 or 2 days from now. Thank you so much for watching.